Luffy ambition, king of the rappers.
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Murata Music with 3-piece TCG, Bird, Pirates TCG, and 2D. I'm coming at you with that Monkey D, Luffy, BP, Beyond the EP, EB into the OP11 before the ST-26 comes out. Bars, okay? Okay, this is the last primer that you guys are gonna get before the starter decks release. They probably release today, as I'm uploading this video. It's a little. We're trying to stay canon. We're trying to stay linear time wise. So yesterday, if you were in yesterday's live, you got to see me wear this shirt because I went live twice after I took a shower. I came out, saw Marvel Token Fighting Souls, lost my full mind, so we went ahead and did that. But anyways, now we're back making this one. Yeah, I'm showered is what I want you to know. Showered, that's all you need to know. Anyhow, before we get into this, I know you see the leader. And if you saw yesterday's live, which I might leave up for everybody, not just the members, just this one time because of the haul, because of that K-Design haul. Dog, when I tell you, K-Design, hook your boy up, okay? View all, please. We got these, and these are new. These are new and they're incredible. Everything's textured. Everything's, look, I mean, like, I got this box that I'm not supposed to have, right? I got this. This is things to come right here. I got Spider-Man Luffy, dog. I hope you guys can see it. If you're interested in it, go watch the video. But yeah, sent us a plethora of cards. These cards are amazing. The textures there, everything. All right, so kdesign.com. Link is in the description. Use code 3-piece TCG to get 25% off your entire order. Also, happy OP11 pre-release week. Buy two, get one free. Forget about it. The cards bring you joy. So if you want joy, do it. If you don't want to be happy, don't do it. Also, the memberships are live, ladies and gentlest of ham. So if you are looking to become a 3-piece Navy gang member, do come on down, be smashing and finger popping, putting on that pressure, or big city hooping for the whole shebang. Gang, everybody's been leveling up. We've been swapping decks, picks, swapping deck picks, deck revisions, you know, from the putting on the pressure, big city hooping, and I'm proud to say that everybody's leveling up. Big shout out to Sean for winning the pre-release. Big shout out to Homeland for winning pre-release. Shade Slayer 89 for winning the pre-release. It's all there in the Discord. You know, you can scroll up and people are winning, people are leveling up, and we are all coming together. And also, big thank you to all of my 3-piece Navy gang members already, gang. Keeping this boat afloat. Really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. We've been having a blast. Let's go over to the, oh yeah, that's right. Screaming into Space, my latest album, is out on all streaming platforms, even ones that aren't listed here. So all free, and throw me in your playlist. It would mean the world. Now, enough of the silly business. Let's get down to brass tacks. All right, so this is your last Luffy primer before we get into the rest of what will be OP11 to 12, right? So this is the new list I've been messing with. Now, what you're going to see is plus or minus a couple of cards. Plus or minus a couple of cards. What I mean by that is some games I'm running Sanjis, right? Some games I'm running little Kooties. Some games you'll see me run Kooties. But overall, the list that I've liked, sometimes I'm running this, sometimes I'm not. I went a full turbo mode where I wasn't even running this or this, it was just this. But what I've been finding here, and if I doubt you've missed the episodes before, but in case you have, you know, you already know Don 1, your characters all have +1 calls, that's great. And when 2 or more cards are returned, you get 1 active and 1 rested, okay? And that has to happen at the same time. That's how the language reads because of the word R. We pair that with Sanji and Pudding when 2 or more cards, Don cards are returned. Again, the same verbiage. Then you get to have, so when this card comes out, this card, this card, this card, this card, when these things happen on your turn, this one as well, you're able to actually, you know, continue to ramp thanks to Sanji and Pudding. Anyhow, So let's get into the list. I'm going to kind of go over it. We got a lot of matches I go over, so we're going to do that. I'm going bond clays, right? When I did my developer testing version, which I'll give you a little sneak peek at in a second, I'd really decided that I like 12 rampers. I like 12 rampers if I can have them, right? So 4, 8, and 12. And that's what bond clay is here for, just a ramp. If we're going on second and we see him on curb, great. If we're going first, we don't get the ramp, we get to play him at some point, great. They get the mimic, do that whole thing. Sanji and Pudding is, I think, huge for this. Huge for Black Purple Luffy. I've heard people say they don't run. Well, we don't run Sanji Pudding and Black Purple Luffy. I said, who's we, dog? Who's we? That sounds like a you thing. Oh shit, you made my phone mad. I am running Sanji and Pudding. Why? Because of everything I just said. So Sanji and Pudding works amazing with this card, with this card, this card, this. Anything that minuses 2 Dawn, you're going to ramp 1 additional. So the first and foremost, the first time you'll feel the difference with Sanji and Pudding is if you open a hand. If your opening hand has, and it happens, opening hand has Sanji Pudding, Black Maria, and choose your big, right? Luffy. We love it. We don't mulligan that back, because we're going first, turn 2, we're playing out Maria, we're ramping, right? We do the 5 or whatever, and then we minus Dawn all the way back. We trigger our Luffy's ability. We've ramped. We've netted 1 positive Dawn. Great. So that means the next turn we're at 6 Dawn, right? Now we're going to play out Sanji and Pudding. We're going to use Black Maria's ability immediately. Okay, cool. We attach that 1 extra Dawn to Luffy. Okay, so now there are 6. So in case if we swing, nothing bad happens, or, whatever. They're harder to get rid of on their opponent's turn. Well, guess what? When we return all those Dawn back, we go all the way back down to 6. And then we go to, we go all the way back down to what our opponent would have been at, right? Which would have been 4 at that point. But because of Luffy's ability and Sanji and Pudding's ability, we get 2 from Luffy, 1 from Sanji Pudding. We net 1 more, so that when they go to 6, we're at 7. And then that next turn, we're playing Big Boot Scoot Luffy, and the rest is history. Or Bullet, or Kaido. Spoiler alert, I pretty much take him out. But anyhow, so that's why Pudding is so pivotal. It allows Maria to ramp you more than once. You have a ramping engine now, and spells death for everybody but us. Monk of the Loof, I feel like I still don't play him very often. I don't play him very often because we ramp, and if our opponent doesn't have 5 or more Dawn by the time we play him, we can't rush with them anyways. So it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, I'll just play next turn, because there's no reason to have you out here take all 6 of my Dawn so that I can't give 1 to my leader and make you a 7 cost, and then you're vulnerable, right? Or you get rid of, and then that's just my turn wasted Dawn. But they're great for finishing. If we do remove 2 Dawn, as you know, 2 active Dawn, we do take a life, but we ramp back up to, we would see all our active Dawn back. So great card. It's probably going to be replaced with the Luffy, the underage drinking Luffy. Black Maria. Black Maria has become a card because of this that I might not want to get rid of. I might want to run 4 of Black Maria, and we might be pulling this out instead. I don't know, but I really like having Black Maria. Maybe we get rid of Bond Clay instead, and this is one of our block rampers. We'll talk about that. I'm gonna get in starter deck. Sanji, you got to run 4 Sanji. You got to run 4 Sanji these days, dude. He's so pivotal, such a big body. He turns into an 8 when we put a whatchamacallit on our leader, making it really hard to deal with. 7K is perfect for not getting popped by red or any reduction. Everything can get popped. The game isn't broken. It's not broken, but it's so great. Turning people sideways. Let me tell you something. There's situations where we've got Douglas Bullet out. We got Sanji in our hand. Guess what? They can wall up. This guy turns 2 people sideways. Sanji turns 1 person sideways. We just turned 3 blockers sideways. And we're going for game. Okay? Forget about it. Roro or Zoro, it's our ramp. Nothing to think about. Just know that it ramps. Know that also if you're at 10 Dawn and you have Sanji Pudding out here, you can, because of their ability to give you 1, their ability to give you 1 active, their ability to give you 1 active, you can, instead of just putting 1 Dawn back, 2 Dawn back, you can put a 3rd Dawn back, and then you get 1 for Zoro, one for Sanji, one for Luffy, and now you played Zoro for free, and you're back at 10 active Dawn. 10 active Dawn. Crazy. So there's some free tech for you guys, right? It's all in the noggin, I'm telling you. Been playing this leader for a little bit now. Luffy, I would run 4 of. I only got 3 in real life though. Luffy's great. I'm not gonna say it auto wins your your blue purple Luffy, but it is huge into blue purple Luffy because we have Black Maria. We have cards like Black Maria that ramp us along with them. So if they can't out ramp us if we have this, or if we're just ramping, period. And then once we drop this, we're drawing cards. We're turning Dawn right side up again, right, and we're swinging 10. And he's 10, and all of their bodies that they're going to play are 9. So they got to invest Dawn. But guess what? When Blue Purple Luffy plays a 9K body, they only have 1 Dawn active. They can't swing. So you got to choose to swing into this or develop. And by the time you're developed and you're ready to swing into this, we've already got this, and all of these right here. We already got the suite. That's why it's going to win you games. Katakuri, I thought it was cool. We do have 8 Dawn turns fairly often. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's a blocker. Sometimes it works. I never really use it, so I got rid of it. No Katakuri. Kaido. Kaido is a card that is great. I haven't been using it as much because we would really like to use Luffy over Kaido because we don't reset so much Dawn, but Kaido does pop a 6. So that's where we like Kaido's. Kaido's ratios are there for that. Outside of that, I mean, 10K body. Sometimes we don't even use his ability. Sometimes we play him out and we just set him. And we keep all of our Dawn and then we're ready for the next turn. Depending on the situation, of course. Douglas Bullet. Now, Douglas Bullet, I would say you can run at 2. Douglas Bullet is a 4-life leader killer, okay? Absolutely. You're telling me I only landed 2 hits. I got Douglas Bullet out there ahead of schedule. They weren't able to deal with it. I played Sanji Pudding, okay? Sanji cost 5, okay? I minus 4 Dawn, so that's 4 rested Dawn. Or 5 rested Dawn. Okay, they're rested. Call them like that. And then I return 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then Sanji's ability gives me 1 back active. Luffy's ability gives me 1 back active, and then Luffy's gives me 1 rested. So now I'm back at 8 Dawn, going to 10 the next turn, and I got a double attack. I got a double attack, and I still got, what's that, 7 Dawn active sexually? Come on, dude. Like, are you kidding me? I'm attaching Dawn here, swinging, getting a double attack in, putting the rest here just to drain their hand. Douglas Bullet, and Douglas Bullet also single-handedly will carry your Blackbeard match. So 2 for that. I could be 3. You're not wrong for 3. Usohachi Miso Horny, best 2K in the game. Suru's here to help Sanji KO, or help maybe Sanji turn sideways, or maybe help Bullet turn sideways. Outside of that, it's just a 2K. You know what I'm saying? So, or maybe help Kaido pop. This plus Kaido pops this. Okay? Like literally. And we're swinging for life. Okay? And we got 10K Rusher. So keep that in mind. You know, it costs 10 Dawn to play, but we do get a couple of it back. But 1 takes us down to 6. 9 KOs it and keeps it moving. So in a world where you might be seeing a lot of the new Katakuri power creep the card, you know, Kaido might be useful. Suru might be useful. But I don't know if they're going to stay. Sanji is great for your 6 Dawn turn. Typically, we go first and we get to ramp because we got 8 cards that ramp us. And then we pop whatever they developed on their 5 Dawn turn with Sanji. However, I do have a list where I just stopped running Sanjis. I stopped running Sanjis and I kept Lion's Threat to get rid of 5s. Because in favor of playing this out and then just having a big-ass body. Sorry, gang. I just got F, so the rest of this is going to be pretty freaking chill. Yeah, so you don't need quite as many Sanjis. You know, this is typically representing that this would have been 3 Sanjis instead of 1 Sanji and 2 Luffys. You know what I'm saying? No Luffys, just 3 Sanjis. And the thing is that we've got so much removal, right? We've got, if we have these 3 Sanjis, we also have these 3 Lion's Threats, etc. Right? It's gonna be a call on your locals, right? I don't see that Bonnie is gonna get hurt. I don't see Bonnie being played less, so that's something to consider. However, you know, either way, we got answers to their threats. So that's that. Then we got 4 Gatlings to take care of the bricks and to also ramp off of life. And that's great. Gum Gum Giant Goated and Lion's Thread again is to KO a 5 or less, right? Sometimes it works in tandem with Suru. Sometimes it just works by itself. You know what I'm saying? We use it with Sanji Pudding. We actually ramp, right? We actually net a positive Dawn. If we've established Sanji Pudding and we're on our, like, now we're at 7 Dawn or something like that, whatever, we could use this and we could, we had 7, we go down, we go from 3, we'd go to 8 total, and yeah, we could play that and this in the same round, which is nuts. We could play that, pop something, play this, and rush something. You know what I'm saying? It's nuck and futs, right? Is that right? 7 minus 2, and this one's rusted, and then we get 1 back for Sanji. No, we get 1 active, yeah, and then 1 rested. Yeah, so you'd be at 9. I don't know math anymore. But anyways, yeah, you'd be doing good. So let's go ahead and take it over before we get into the smashes. Let's take it over to this one now. So this is going to be, if I had to guess, this would be our list right now. It's 63 cards. So you're going to have to relax the rules somewhat. No. But seriously, yeah, wow, look, 4, 8, 12, 16. If we got rid of this, that's nuts. So these are just this is your card pool, is what I'm saying. This is your card pool of what you could, should, probably would be playing. I forgot to put in Sanji, but you know, Logan Commentate, my man, my black purple peanut butter Luffy brother, has been saying, you know, this chopper would be great for any, it's not just like mirror matches, but any other Luffy or Yellow. Yellow's got a good 1K event. Anybody that wants to do that, leave one up, cool. You play this card out, you got a blocker, -2, you know, return, do your thing, and up to one of your opponent's Dawn cards or characters with a cost of 1 or less. So you're gonna be able to rust a Dawn. And now that BP Luffy matchup just got even worse for them, because all they have is 1 Dawn when they're done playing Sanji. Now you don't even got that. We've established a blocker and we're going for game. That's going to be rough. That's going to be big city rough. Make Gruff the crime dog, right? Not to mention, if we have got Sanji Pudding out when we play this card, then we've got 1 active, you know, we get 2 active Dawn after that. You know what I mean? Like, we literally ramp. We would literally ramp, but we've got 2 active Dawn. And that's the other thing too. Sometimes it's not even going for game. If you were to play this and they're like at 1 life and they got a Dawn active and stuff like that, to be able to take them down to 0 is great too. You know what I mean? Just to anytime to nullify, to get rid of that life. This after, if you had Douglas Bullet established and then you played this and you established your blocker, you got rid of one of their events, so now they're really ass out trying to defend against a 10, 11, 12K swing. That's that ass. We're definitely going to keep Nico Robin for sure. That's going to be a 4 of. Also a 2K, you know, 1K investment, and you can swing, or 1 Dawn investment. She's an eligible bachelorette. So yeah, if I had to trim this up and I had to say, yo, you know what I mean? I think it might, because if we do, hear me out. If we did this, if we kept 4, 8, yeah, that'd be crazy. We got to decide, are we a popping bot, or are we a popping deck or not? You know what I mean? We could get rid of these and this be our 6 Dawn play. And then we still have these to get rid of bodies, right? And now we're kind of whittling it down. Actually, you know what? Let's get into the smashes and then we'll come back and we'll whittle it down. Yeah, let's do that. All right, gang. So we start this one off kind of mid-game. I was like, yo, what? I wasn't recording. I was a little pissed off. But up until this point, it's been kind of, you see the trash. I ramped, I did my thing. I just kind of wanted to show this match just because Koby. I wanted to show Koby, and I can't come across. I don't come across that many Kobys, but anyhow. So we're getting to it. They just did that "Help Me Poo" Koby play, and so he comes out. What's he gonna do? Well, they're gonna swing there. They get rid of that. Cool. Can't do anything to Douglas Booglas, right? So that was a waste. Wasted. That's it. You're gonna go back. You did nothing. Take a 5. I'll take a 5. We could take a 5. We do that. Don't need a ramp. Gucci goo. Oh, Koby stayed. Oh, they played Koby out raw. Raw Koby. Okay. They played raw Koby. All right, cool. So that means the game isn't. Because I remember I was like, yo, this was a spoiler alert, a little bit of a good one. Anyhow, so we're gonna go ahead and do this here. We're turning that sideways. We're going to use their ability. And that's the reason why we didn't want to run Kaido, because we knew we were going to use his ability. And now we just want to get him down to 0. We got 2 life. And we got a Gum Gum Giant. We also have a Gum Gum Gatling. Okay? So we know we've got a little bit of staying power. I would have very much rather and liked to have left 2 Dawn up. But that's what I'm gonna have to live with, right? That's what we gotta live with. I just saw a billion cards in their hand. I said, you know what? Maybe I should make it 13. I think 12 would have been just fine. So now I'm thinking Gum Gum Gatling that Lion's Threat. Yeah, there we go. Gatling that Lion's Threat, and okay, 9 to 5 Dolly Parton style. They've got, what is that? 9 Dawn up, or no? They got 8 Dawn up. 8 Dawn up. For 8 Dawn. They could have another Koby. They could be Dragon Nuts, but we're not. Oh, shit. Okay, they got Dragon Nuts. Okay, cool. We're going to have to use our Gum Gum Giant. Oh, we take it. Yeah, we're gooch. Yeah, we're gooch. Oh, yeah, that's it. Game over. Game over? Yeah, a little short and sweet one. A primer to the primer. Let's keep it moving. Come get fucking Douglas Bullet. A Douglas Booglas. This is, I'm telling you guys, against 4 life leaders, this is your finisher. This is for 4 life leaders, and it's for Blackbeard. I cannot stress that enough. We got ourselves a Katakuri, the Kooties. I think this is after just the last one we just played. So we choose to go first. And what was that mulligan? That's what I keep trying to catch. Okay, so we have that for mulligan. I'll go ahead and mulligan that, because we want to go ahead and find a 3-cost mulligan. And 3-cost ramp, and now we don't get shit. So that's what we get. That's what we get for being fucking ass. So anyhow, now we got to live with the possibility of not ramping. Now we run a lot of triggers that ramp us. You know what I mean? Between the Lion's Threat and the Lion's Threat Gum Gum Gatling, right? We also, run many more rampers, right? So there's a good chance between the Marie. Damn it. Not on curb, at least. Swinging 8 to 5. Our hand is jive. Instead, they ramp off trigger. All right, gang. We got us a game. We got us a game. And you guys are asking for how, well, what if this and what if that? What if you don't ramp on curb? This is what happens if you don't ramp on curb and your opponent is out ramping you. And they get to see Charlotte Pudding. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No ramp still? Fuck yes. Please, please, no ramp. No ramp for this game. Fuck the what? Now here's the thing. If I throw that pudding out there, Sanji Pudding, Spud, Papas, if you will. If I throw them out there, then for the rest of the game, all the other buffooneries that I do, Lion's Threat, Sanji, Big City Luffy, Frankie, those will all ramp me. Those will be my new ramp. Now the ramp isn't as crucial because I'm already, we're already going to go to 7 Dawn next turn. But the difference between going to 9 Dawn the turn after and or 10 is different, because it hits different, because then when Luffy comes out at 10 Dawn and we're able to have not just 2 but 3 Dawns sexually active, oh yeah, it's going to get a little real. But in the meantime, we still got to deal with everything they're going to do to us. I mean, you see those boulder shoulders? Look at his shoulder and then look at his head. and tell me that man is not on performance enhancing drogas. My man is PED the fighter. Okay, Deccan 8. Okay, my man is Anna barring it. 8 to 5. Is that gonna be a 9? Why the fuck not? Yeah, look, I think we're going down to, we're not? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I think we're going down to fucking 1. We had the 2Ks. That's why we run 12 2Ks, right? Okay, cool. Now, if I would have ramped just once, I would have loved to play Douglas Bullet, kind of get us back in the game mathematically, right? Instead, we're gonna go ahead and you know, I hate when I see us thinking about certain things, because I'm like, yo, don't do it. And I get a little nervous, but all right, cool. Getting rid of that blocker would be nice, but let's go ahead and I really do want to get rid of that pudding, believe it or not. We do want that pudding gone. Yeah. So we got rid of the blocker. We got rid of the pudding. Now, you know, they weren't gonna, they didn't want to mess up their Dawn. And that's what I read, because they don't have anything to like put it back for them. So yeah. Anyway, Charlotte Pudding's here. They're gonna get another big city search. They've got 8 Dawn active sexually. Now I'm anticipating the bigs. I'm anticipating the bigs at this point, because when you've been when you got through a mulligan, you've been drawing cards all damn game. You're a 5 life leader. You've taken 2 lives, so you've seen 2 more cards. This is what I'm expecting. This is what we want to see. Yeah, that's not what I want to see, but this is what the Katakuri wants. This is their agenda taking place right here. So they just played an 8 for 8 blocker, restand, gain a rested Dawn, restand 2, and they just did all that for 2 Dawn. Judge right here. Yeah, so what he did, you see this 8 for 8, yeah, he's a blocker, and he restands himself and another opponent, and he gains the rest of Dawn. Yeah, he just played him for 2. So can we do something about that? No? Hell no? Go to hell? Fuck me? Final warning, your hands are tied? Okay. Big city swing at my Sanji Pudding, and that is going to slow things up for me. However, we're all gas, baby. We are all gas. And I said, you know what? I'm going to swing 5. You still got to give me something. Still got to give me something. And I'm leaving 2 Dawn up. I'm leaving 2 Dawn up. Why? Because 1's going to go into an 8. And now, no matter what, you got to give me a card. You got to give me cards out of your hand. You got to give me a card for Katakuri, or you got to give me a fucking life. But you're going to give me something for this one. They give us 2 2Ks. You ain't got them no more, dog. You ain't got them no more. I love the fact that 9-cost Luffy comes out here and fucking like draws us a card and takes a lot of cards out of their hand. Just his presence. Just the Conqueror's hockey, bro. He's making cards faint right out of their hand. Swing at 8 to 5. This is a Gum Giant. Yeah, because we have the counter in hand. Actually, we don't have the counter. No, we do. We do. If they wanted to Big Mamas and swing 12 into our 10, we had the counter in hand. And now we've drawn into another Gum Giant. We don't got that much counter. No, man, we do not have that much counter, unfortunately. I'm thinking about it. I'm saying 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 plus 1 is 5, and 5 plus 7 is 12, and he's in the trash. No reason to not do your ability here. We're gonna give him 1. We don't want to go down to 1. No, we don't. We can't predict exactly what's gonna happen, and we know we don't want to be at 1 when it happens, right? So same deal here. I'm gonna attach 1, swing 6. He's got to give me a card out of his hand. As long as we continue to bleed our opponent's hand dry, we are going to get to that victory. Can we get to victory before them? That's the question. That's the question, right? So they just put a Dawn back, and they are going to give us a 1K counter. Okay, now you got to give me 2 cards, no matter fucking what. Even if Katakuri turns sideways, I need 2 cards from you. This is what I was talking about in the Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord, If you guys aren't a member, sign up, get in the membership. You know, we're taking care of everybody over here. The Luffy Navy's on the rise, and we're talking about this. This card single-handedly is winning matchups right now. Frankly, I forgot the point I was gonna make. Okay, so we take there. Okay. And now they've got 10 Don. 10 Don to work with, I can only imagine. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that Sanji. I'm thinking to get rid of one of those Sanjis. We got rid of Bullet. I would have gotten rid of Sanji, and I'll tell you why. Because if they would have just developed two little shitty blockers, I could Douglas Bullet both of those blockers and then just go for the game, right? So at this point, they can drop another Big Mom, or they can do whatever they want. They're not going to kill these Luffys. Sure enough, they do that. Okay, so 6 there. I got to do that because I can't get out of that. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I could have actually taken that 12, but we just do that, and that's game. They already know it is. Look at that. They were ready for a rematch, but I was somewhere. I was busy. I had to keep it moving. But look at this, gang. With this kind of board, you would think for a 4-life leader like us, this is it, right? This is it. But we're able to hang and bang. They were able to get rid of a big threat early, right? Or I say big threat. They were able to get rid of our Sanji, but we didn't even ramp. We didn't even ramp. I want you guys to file that under wins without ramp. Wins without ramp, right? Because we are keeping so much Dawn active. This little play right here is kind of like our Rosinante play with Plofi, right? Rosinante, you give us, we get 2 Dawn active at the end of the turn, blah, blah, blah. This one is doing that for us. And if we had Sanji Pudding out there, we would have had 3 Dawn active. That gets crazy. Let's go to the next one. Fuck the wuck, dude. My God. Okay, so there's another one. Bro, I was doing this. I saw all that Dawn. I thought, yo, what the fuck? Okay, so it looks like this is a... Oh, it's turn 2. It's turn 2. Okay. I'm sorry. I saw the Dawn at the beginning, and I thought, why would I record this video? And how is it as long as it is if it's already at this stage of the game? No. So we saw Black Maria and Pudding, and we keep that. We keep that because... I'm about to show you why. I'm about to show you. Okay, now we got a little too much pudding. A little too much pudding in these bowls, all right? But we play out Sanji Pudding. Okay, not Sanji. Sanji Pudding. We're going to go ahead and do the gain rested 5 Dawn. And we're going to ramp again because of Sanji and Pudding's ability. So when you have Sanji Pudding in your hand and Black Maria, you are able to ramp once with Maria, play out Sanji Pudding, gain all those Dawn, and then ramp again. The only thing that's going to keep us in this matchup from ramping again would be some kind of trigger that would actually get rid of a 6 cost. I don't think, or maybe it would be Red Rock that can get rid of a 6 cost. I'm not sure. I'd have to. But anyways, look, there we go. Now we're at 7, and we're still 1 ahead of them again. Did we ramp? Yeah, no, we ramp. We ramp because we would be at 6 and then going to 8. Now we're at 7 going to 9. It's getting kind of hectic, okay? Fuck the wuck. We don't even need it. Don't do it. Hang on to it. They putting us. Fuck us. F us in the A, dog. Okay, Douglas Bullet is back. All right. Just in time. We're going to swing 6. We're going to swing 7. We're going to keep it moving. All right, we're going to do this. Okay. Now check this out. So we still got cards out of their hand. That's great. We got them with no cards. We're going to go up. We're going to go down this many. Boom, boom, boom. And now we're back at 9. We're right back at 9. Excuse me. We're right back at 9, but we have 2 Dawn sexually active. Now, they're going to draw some cards for their trouble. Cool. But check this out. This is why we love the Douglas Bullet play. And I keep telling you guys this. I keep telling y'all. And it's not like y'all ain't listening. I guess I keep putting this out into the world. And people acting like it ain't a thing, right? But now, actually, I think it's objective at this point. I don't think anybody's acting. Anyways, this is what I love. This is what I want to see. So now we're gonna play this. Okay, how much does that cost? That cost me 5 Don arrested. I get to play both of these motherfuckers. Okay, I'm gonna ramp up. Okay, cool. And now look, I got a blocker. I got a body. I'm at all of that. I'm still at 6 Don. Okay, I'm still gonna be at 6 Don. Going to 8 next turn. Swinging there. Double attack. I know you can't do anything. I'm getting rid of your little tech here. Even in case you have 2, 4, 6. Swinging 11. No. Just swing 11. Oh, wait, because the ability. Yeah, they take 2. Oh, shit. Is that the ball game? I just heard a toilet flush. I think there went the game. Not if you're swinging like that, Jack. We do got 2Ks. We did build this deck correctly. We did build the deck correct. Yeah. Bars. Okay, so they're swinging 6 again. Just give him another 2K. Yeah, give him another 2K. They're going to have to think about some blockers. I really wish I would have hung on to that Suru. Just in case you got like a blocker that's over 6, 8, whatever. Okay. Quite the gamble. It ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. And it doesn't work because I got a double attack. Double attack is hashtag what nobody was planning on. Yeah. Okay. You got a law. I'm at 7. Yeah, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna ramp again. And just swing 7. You gotta give me cards. You know what I'm saying? Swing 7. You gotta give me cards. And then fucking 10. You ain't got enough cards. You ran out of cards. Ran out of cards. What do you want him to do? His hands are tied. Hands are tied. Final warning. Ran out of cards. This is why, again, double attack into 4 life leader. It just kind of changes the game. Even if it's a double Kikanojo. Even if it's a double Kikanojo and your leader is at 5K and you don't even have your starter deck yet. Don't even have your starter deck yet, which would have taken us to fucking 7K. And I tell him to fucking hold my weenus. Okay? Great. Let's go next one. And if they wouldn't have shuffled up my hand, we would have been fucking big boot scoot Luffy. And then that would have been a whole other set of problems. A whole heap of E5 faux fum. Is this the match right after the last one? I think so. Okay. So we chose to go first. And it looks like we didn't even mulligan. Now, okay, so we don't have any searchers. Hashtag no searchers, right? I assume I kept this one because now I kind of like to see bigs. I kind of like to see bigs. If I could have one Zoro and the rest are bigs, I might fucking keep it because I know the rest of what I'm going to see is 2Ks. Now, and here at this juncture, I was thinking, you know what? I'm ramping here. I got another ramp and I'm going to see my bigs eventually, right? I got turns, multiple turns to see my bigs. Well, I'm testing that theory here, gang. Testing that theory here. So they give me a 2K. They give me that. Okay, cool. They're actually taking life. No problem. Got it. It's understandable. They don't want to sacrifice their Don just yet. All right. So they got the Lin of OP11. So we know that they got that 12 cost rush. Swinging there, I'm going to give them a 2K. They got Charlotte Parasparrow established. That's going to feed our Bond Clay. We're liking that. We're liking that. We got a Gum Giant we're drawing into. At that point, I was actually pissed. At that point, I was actually like, fuck, dude, where are my fucking bigs? I got 9 fucking Dawn. I'm ready to play big. I draw 2 more cards. No fucking bigs. No fucking bigs, dude. Killing me, Smalls. You're fucking killing me, Smalls. So we're going to go ahead and swing 6 into 5. We're swinging 6s at this guy because we want to make sure they utilize that ability. And we just want to harass them adequately. Swinging 5 into 5 because now we know we're chill. Now we swing 7 into 5. We're just trying to beat him up. We need to get him softened up. We need a bullet to come in. We need a we need a bullet. Yeah, man. Anyways, we're gonna keep that one alive. Keep them swinging there. Keep them investing Dawn. I think they're at 8. They swing 7 into it. You got it, boss. Always. You're gonna always have that one. Here comes 2 costs. Fucking 8 cost. Charlotte Katakuri. They don't play him yet. And that's a big city risk on their end, because if I turn, if I've drawn a Sanji and I turn him sideways, okay. I would have had no bigs again. No bigs again, gang. Watch me dig us out of a hole or stay in it. So I'm thinking, okay, I got all this Dawn and I got no characters. We're going to swing 8 into 5. At the same time, simultaneously, my man's only got 4 cards, right? And even if they turn, what's his name, sideways, they're going to have to do something with him, right? So I'm going to swing another 8, it looks like. Swinging another 8. Okay, swinging 9. Now you need to give me a 2K even if you block with Katakuri. Okay, now we're going to swing 10, get some use out of this bond play. Swinging a 10. Okay, we actually... That was big. We actually took them out. We actually swung 10 into 5. Okay. They don't have any more life. They don't got any more life. We got this in the trash. You know, okay, whatever. They don't got any more life. Swung 10 into 5. And you're thinking they're going to keep this alive. You're thinking the game's... broke my fucking screen. Okay, so we swung 10 into 5. And you would think they'd keep their Katakuri alive. Bars. They let him go. I said, you done told me everything you need to say. I heard everything I need to hear. We're going into the latter stages of the game. But if you ain't got a blocker here, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. All I need is a Luffy or a... Oh, never mind. I need a little bit more. But I need my rushers stat. Okay? I need my rusher stat. That's why, again... We're running all kinds of shit over here. Take another nothing. It's another not a big. We're praying for bricks. Thank you. Please pop that fucking motherfucker Parasparrow. Get his candy ass out of here. Swinging 6 into 5, which will turn to 6, no doubt. And we're about to put them right back in that position they were in. So the 9 Lin is a card that not too many Katakuris are running, believe it or not. I would love to have it in my list, but they're not running too many of them. No type 2 Lins, right? She got that. Boop ha. Man, that's a tall order there. That's a tough. We take it. All right. They can bust us up now. Okay. So they do that instead. They're more worried about their life. They're worried about clapback. They see all the cards in hand. This would, to their defense, this would have been the worst hand to swing into. To develop with your, to invest in your puddings, and this would be the absolute worst. Okay, so now we're getting bigs out here. It's getting a little real, right? Is that what I want to do though? Holy shit, I guess it's not what I want to do, though. Because I was going to say, if we developed Bullet, we'd have to survive one more round of buffoonery clapbacks. So we're going to go ahead and give them 10 to 5. Looked at opponent's top deck. 6. Do they got the event? They have the event. They go up. Okay. We got one more round of buffoonery. We choose that. And that's a little interesting to me. But okay. A little interesting to me. With that 5 plus 2 would have been 7 plus 5 would have been 12. We could have swung into Linlin. We didn't choose to do that. Now we've got to block out of this. We've got to counter this. We draw into all the 2Ks in the world again. Yo. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We can go to 15. Unfortunately, they still have 10 Dawn. So we're going to have to counter out of this one. Yeah, we got to counter out of this one. They want to get rid of Kaido. They can. And if they want to develop blockers, then we're going to feel like we should have played out fucking what's his name instead. We're going to feel like we should have played out Bullets so we could turn everything sideways and go for game. What do they got for us, though? That's going to be the question. They can split it up. 2 big city swings. Hang on. Because I'm here for enlightenment just like everybody else. If you got 10 Dawn, couldn't you have done 9? Yeah, they could have put Well, they would have to know that I ain't. Oh, and I got a Dawn up. Okay, I see why they didn't do that. I see why they didn't do that. Okay, because I was gonna say you could have done 9, and that would have been 5 of your Dawn, and then put 5 on that. I would have been 11. But if I have 1 Gum Gum Giant plus whatever, you know, and the way I've been drawing, I think the amount of cards I've had in the game kind of threw them off. So now they're gonna swing 12, and they swing 12 at life. We actually would have been able to 2, 4, 7 plus 5. We actually would have been alive either way. We actually would have been alive either way. That's crazy. Yeah, because if they would have swung 9 here, and we would have had to take it, and then they would have done 6. No. It would have been 5, and so they would have been 11. We would have been able to do 12. Anyways. So there you have it, gang. A well-built deck. Our deck saved us. Actually, our plays and our deck. But you know what I mean? If you built the deck, you saved you. We got to see our first big mama. And that was that. That was that. So another cat. Another one bites the dust. No Kooties for us. No Kooties yet. Let's keep it going. My man's laying on. Yo, thematically, my man, my Basu's got all the bars because my man's laying on his back. Laying on his back? Laying on his back. My man. Got him. All right, gang. So I've already for my members. If you check that out, I already had a best of 3. Call it a sweat session is what I call them against Bella Betty, and we got another one. They chose to go second, and I said, all right, let's do it. Now I've got some Bella Betty games recorded, right? And I forget which one they draw insane, but anytime they win the dice roll and they go second, I'm thinking this might be the one. Now, we got rid of Bon Kure, and this was a little bit of a dicey-ass fucking rollback. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I do have a whatchamacallit, but I guess I was just looking for other cards, some removal or whatnot. We find ourselves with Black Mirror, Sanji, and Pudding. So, you know, that menage a trois does yield a plethora of Dawn, right? So we know we're going to do this first, and we're not going to swing, right? Return that, bing, bang, boom. Switch it up, down, left, right, up, down. Move it up, down, left, right, switch it up like Nintendo. Backside into fakie. We're going to go ahead and they're doing their thing. They're at 4 Dawn. Worst case scenario. Well, fuck, they got to cross it. That's not technically the worst case scenario. Technically, the absolute worst case scenario would have been Frankenfurter into Karasu. That would have been the worst. Hashtag the worst. We got to ramp again, and we passed it back immediately. Okay. Bella Betty looks like they've got some heavy peck boobs. Those are heavy peck boobs. Peccaries. Memories. Peccaries. Pectors. Peccaries. Pectors. Mamtors. Yeah, Betty's bus is a little wild. Anyways, I am so disappointed in myself. So disappointed in myself. Because I wasn't going to swing, right? I wasn't going to swing anyways. Why the fuck didn't I put 1 Dawn on my leader? Why the hell did I not put 1 Dawn on my leader, dog? Now I lost Sanji Pudding? Are you fucking kidding me? Big city mistakes. They said, oh, you don't know how to play? Oh, you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, we're going to get rid of Pudding for you. Don't worry. We're going to get rid of Pudding for you. And they see their second Karasu. Yeah, this is tough. So what's basically happening now, they don't swing. Oh, they don't know what they're doing now? Oh, this is the list I ran Katakuri in? Oh, this is the OP11? Oh, we done jumped up. I'm telling you guys, this is a melting pot of ideas here. A melting pot of ideas. I was able to try out everything but that. I got 3 Giants in hand. I got a Dawn active. I got a blocker. I got 2 life. I was feeling a little sauce. So I decided to swing, and what do you know? No fucking No triggers, right? Okay. They're gonna stay out of my personal space. Kuma, my Frankie, right? Kuma is reaching up those memories that Frankie had. Fucking double F cups that Frankie's got. All right. So they haven't even begun to lay the law down. Holy shit. I ain't got nothing, son. Oh my gentle Joseph. All I can do is that, yeah. They're swinging with everybody. I'm down to 3. That's it. And it's like that, and that's the way it is. I get rid of Katakuri. The blocker. Yeah, you know, the one that blocks. I got rid of that card. Now, lucky us, they just played Koala. So, hashtag, why the fuck did they not? I'm missing something. Why they didn't put it on my guy instead. But either way, we took that hit. Okay. We're looking at, we're in overtime. We've got all the Dawn. We've got the life. We've been ramping. Ramping. They didn't counter out for Karasu. They're not going to counter out for this card. I said they're not. Hey, yo, you know, like, they gave me a card and still let it go? See, this is why my man Martini Rosso, this is why he gets mad at these Bello Betty matches. And you know what, man? My hands are tied. What do you want me to do? Hands are tied. Final warning. Trying to save your job is what I was told. That captain was a liar. Now that captain's in trouble. Yo, what the fuck? Yeah, that was a big misplay. Big city misplay. Swinging 5-5. Counter out. Swinging 9-5. Dolly Parton. We can take that hit. We can take that hit, and I'll tell you why. Because oh, don't do it. What are you doing? No, we should have took it. Because if they would have developed blockers, we wanted that Sanji so that we could we wanted the Sanji so we could turn whatever sideways. They quit anyways. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we were gonna survive either way. Especially after we blocked out of one of those 2 attacks. That was looking really good for them. That was looking like they were really like hooping until they weren't, right? But yeah, I think back here, if you back it up, this was looking crazy impressive. This was looking nuts. And I want to see, was this the first mistake they made? Okay, so they did that first. And then they played them out. And they swung, how much did they swing with this guy? Swung 5 and 8. So that guy could have been powered up. But if that guy was powered up, we took that hit either way, right? Or did we not? No, we didn't take that hit. If that guy was powered up, we would have taken that hit. Huh. What was he at? He could have been at 8. We could go to 6. We could have blocked out. We could have blocked out still. Yeah, we could have blocked out. Okay. Well, is what it is, man. Is what it is. But yeah, that was a disaster right there. Let's keep it going. All right, gang. Another Mami Nami. I mean, we're OP11 in this thing. It's OP11, dog. OP11 with our OP fucking 10 ass list. Now, this is where I think I start to transition into Super Turbo BP Luffy, right? Calling that because I think in this list we get rid of our Sanjis in place of Luffy's as our 6th Dawn turn, right? So it's getting a little crazy. 8-5, my hand is jived though. We got no ramp. No fucking ramp. I got 12 cards that ramp me. None of them. Is what it is. And I'm mulligan. Let me see where I'm at. I'm at 44 seconds. What was my opening hand? I had 2 ramps. Mulligan 2 ramps to see a big and had nothing instead. Wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Anyways, you guys already saw they're gonna play a Sanji, and so the deck took care of me. The ratios took care of me, but I Horatio Sands myself. Hang on, the ratios continue to provide. Thank you. We gum jet gatling that ass. We're gonna go ahead and swing 6. We're gonna put pudding out there. Cool. We're hanging on to Luffy for right now because he wouldn't have been able to attack anyways. Luffy, for those of you who don't know, if you wind up ramping, you're not going to be able to play. You can play him on curb, but you're not going to be able to attack with him because your opponent has to have 5 or more Dawn for him to have Rush. So that's kind of why he is finisher Luffy and not just, hey, we're going to play Luffy just because. Now, at this juncture, shout out Crow. We've been missing you, dog. Where you at? Join the Navy. We get... At this juncture, we've got the Dawn, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, we got the Dawn. We got the Dawn. Swing 5. Let's clean up this board, I would say, right? Clean up the board. Get rid of this pesky-ass Sanji. Hang on. We've been talking too much. I'm at 1 fucking life? I'm at 1 life? Who's been beating my dick off? 7? Okay. We're at 1 life. 1 fucking life, gang. Okay. Life is just flashing by. Yeah. Life is but a dream. Yeah. Okay. At this juncture, we got some counter. We got some counter. We're looking good. I think I would have liked to get rid of that fucking Sanji though. Yeah, that Sanji. Maybe, I'm trying to butter him up for the next play. Because next turn I can play Sanji or Luffy. I got to grant him a life. This is a different build. And I'm being harassed by Sanji. And I got to tell you, not the first lady to be harassed by Sanji. We're going to give him a 2K for an even attack. We've already told him what time it is. We're going to give him another 2K. Yeah. Now, no development. And I've been telling you guys. I've been telling everybody. Now, this one, I've been telling people, and not everybody's receptive to it. But these 5 cost events, these red rocks that get rid of Buck Douglas Bullet, they take your turn. It's great if you've got something established. I almost feel like it's I don't want to say win more, but it's a card that you play. If you're already ahead, you completely nullify your opponent's development. But if your opponent is ahead of you and you play this kind of card, you're kind of effed in the A because you're not going to develop and I am going to develop. That's Soul Pocus right there. That gave him another life, okay? What situation are we in right now? You get what I'm saying? What situation are we in right now? Where you didn't develop anything. I'm not necessarily petrified of the clapback. We're not worried about the clap. We got penicillin for that. Oh, yeah. We got penicillin for that. Give me a brick. Give me a 1K. Now I'm going to swing 7. Not going to use ability. Still got to give me a card. Cool. What are we going to do? I think, well, okay, we're going to leave 1 up for Douglas Bullet. Okay, cool. They hit for 1 damage. I would have normally liked to do that backwards and then just hand drain, but it is what it is. So now they got to give me 2 2Ks. They don't got it. They don't got 2 2Ks. When you take a hit like that, you let me know you ain't got 5K in counter. So they're on borrowed time. They've got to now figure out a way to get rid of Luffy. They got to get rid of Bullet. They got to get rid of 3 cards, and they can't. They can't. No. You can have 2 red rocks. What is that going to do for you? You get what I'm saying? Red rock. Who are you going to red rock? You red rock Luffy. You see what I'm saying? What did they develop? And am I ahead or not? That's what I was trying to. I was talking to. I guess we weren't arguing. It's not like the guy was being insulting or anything like that. But look, it's turn 5. Okay, they're not at 10 Dawn yet. This is my board. Now they're at 10 Dawn. They spend 6 of their 10 Don. And then what? And then what? Okay? Like, if I played out Big Boss Luffy, that 10 drop Luffy, what would they have done anyways? What would they have actually done? You're going to red rock that, and I'm still going to have this. If that was 10 drop Luffy, ready to do something, you're going to red rock 10 drop Luffy. You have nothing to develop with. Nothing to develop with. And look what I'm doing again. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know I make sense. I make sense to me. I know I make sense to you guys. But I'm going to red rock your 10 drop Luffy. That ain't going to be how it works, Jack. I'd love to show you, though. I'll show you firsthand that ain't going to work. I'd like to tell you. I'd like to reach. How do I reach these kids? Not like that, like, you know, the teachers. But, yeah, so now you're in a world where you got to give me all the 2Ks that you didn't have last time. And we're going to swing 10. And they're going to bottom deck bullshit somehow. I don't understand how they bottom deck. How they bottom deck? How they bottom deck it? Red Hawk? I don't know. So now they got to play this out. Not known for their rushers. Even if they had Luffy, not concerned. We trashed that life. We're not giving them no more life. You can block her all the way up. I'm still going to get it. We got Sanji in our hand. We got Douglas Bullet. We are representing. With between Sanji and Douglas Bullet, they had 4 Don. They only have 3 cards. Those fucking 3 cards could all be blockers. And we would still, between Bullet, Sanji, we're still turning 3 blockers sideways. We would still turn 3 blockers sideways. Fuck the wuck. Swinging 6. Got a 2K. Swinging 7. Oh, they just played that card. Yeah. Do you guys get what I'm talking about now? There's the red rock. Why didn't they red rock? Tell me why they didn't red rock. They didn't red rock because when you ramp and you're ahead of your opponent and you're developing faster than your opponent, if your opponent chooses to red rock, like so, on their next turn, okay, they got 10 Don. If they choose to red rock, pretend this is that 10 drop promo Luffy that everybody's like, oh my god, we're gonna have to clip this. Pretend this is that red rock, that 10 drop Luffy. Okay, cool. So you're gonna red rock. You got 10 Don. Luffy's gone. Okay, cool. What did you develop? What are you going to do? Let me tell you what I'm going to do. Next turn, I still got my threats. Okay? This isn't uncommon. I've been doing this all day, all week, all year. And then what? Bing, bang, boom. Move it up, down, left, right, oh, switch it up like Nintendo, backside into fakie, and you're right back where you started, but with less. Now you're getting rid of your bigs. You see what I'm saying? And now we're swinging for game. Putting it on them, okay? Look at my hand. Big city chilling. There's nothing you can do. I still don't even understand how the fuck that happened. This is a 5 cost. I could bottom deck a 5? I thought it was a 4. Anyways, 5 or less. Fuck me. And there you go. You see what I'm saying? Now they survived because they had that Red Hawk. But I mean, that's what it's gonna look like. You're gonna get rid of a big, and I'm gonna keep it moving. Peace, gang. We're getting to the end of this video. I don't know who I won against, but and I'm like, yo, we didn't even put no Luffy in here. Okay, so this is my opening hand, and I'm like, yo, I've been telling everybody in the Discord that this single-handedly beats UP Luffy. This card right here, this 9-drop, is incredible. Now they're swinging 9 to 5. Their hand is jive, working Dolly Parton style. We're also going second. We're not too happy about that. We would like to go first. We got cards to play. We're gonna swing 6 at that ass. Get a little. They actually take. Okay. They still ramp. Now hashtag no excuse, because you still got the ramp. You still got your ramp. So hashtag no excuse. But I'm right there with you, boss. I'm right there fucking with you. Ooh yeah. Okay. So now you got the ramp again. 9 to 5, Dolly Parton style. We're taking that hit. We're going to 8. Okay. So we can Sanji, turn that homeboy sideways, and Malak Maria can actually have their way with it, and they can't spend any cards to save it. They cannot do that. You gotta let it go. Okay, cool. Now I can swing 6 just a touch. Okay, just PP touch. Okay, cool. Now 8, you got to give me 2 cards. You take the life, bet. Now we're going to, I think they're at 9. Now we're at 9 Dawn on their end. 9 Dawn on their side. Swinging 6 there. That had, okay. I'm looking for the quality, Colin. Okay, so they do this. That was a Hail Mary play. Hail Mary play. Hail Mary the play. Okay. Guess what we're gonna do? We're getting into it. They only got 1 Dawn active. That's the weakness of this deck. Yes, they can Sanji their ass off, but I'm gonna skill check you, and then I can swing 8 and I can swing 10, and you're gonna have to have the counter in there. You haven't shown that you have any counter yet. No significant counter yet. They got to take. Swinging 10. Poor draw. Poor draw. Poor you. Poor me. There's that Red Rock you guys were talking about. There's that Raging Tiger you guys were talking about. He got the ramp. He just didn't see his cards. I mean, it's going to happen to anybody and everybody. You know, but it didn't happen to us, at least this time. And we've been on a streak too, so let's see what's going. Let's see what we got now. All right, gang, we hardly got time for one more, but I just wanted to put another one in here. Okay, so so they chose to go first. They mulliganed. We did not. Okay, this is our second. We're going second, but we do got, you know, we got Maria to ramp us. We got Kaido on the rise kind of deal. They get to ramp. Everything is going their way right now, so far. I imagine you would have probably like a Zoro just for me to have a body that they got to ramp again. They got to ramp again. Okay. What is going to happen here? Rubbing my hands together. Ramping again. That means they're at party time. It's officially party time for them. They decided to get rid of Black Maria. Okay, cool. Luckily for us, we're also big fucking city hooping. And we put out fucking Luffy. And guess what? We're going to swing 6. No Dawn up. We're going to swing 10. You got no Dawn up. Tail as old as fucking time. Tail as old as time. Tail as old as time. Time as old as tail. Tail as old as time. Time as old as tail. Tail as old as time. Play Kaido. Intermission over. Oh my goodness. So we got 4 life. We could play Kaido and just sit. We could do so many things. We're gonna start with swinging 10. Do they even got it? Do they even got anything? Okay. Okay. What if? Yeah, we could do that. A part of me is thinking, what if we? Yeah. What if we that? What if we that? What if we that? We've got 10K bodies. They red rocked. They red rocked. They red rocked the body that was standing up so that they could swing into the body that's sideways, right? They red rocked. Guess what we got though? We got Giant on lock. We can get rid of Frankie or yeah, we get rid of Frankie. We draw on the 2 bitch ass bricks. Okay, cool. Swinging 6. We can block this one and take the next one. Yeah. And now they're gonna swing 8. So they red rocked and they swung, but they could not develop anything. Could not develop anything. I told you guys that, right? Watch what I do here. Am I thinking of pudding? Am I thinking of pudding? Pudding would draw me a card. So we're gonna swing 11. They give us 8. At this juncture, I'm like, yo. Okay, so we're gonna go one more round with them. We're gonna go one more round with them. We're gonna rub their face in it. We're gonna give them 9. There you go. They don't even have that. They got Red Rock. They got Red Rock. They got Raging Tiger. It's not even the same person. Not even the same person. They got Red Rock. What happened to Red Rock? Wasn't Red Rock gonna win the game? You know what I'm saying? I thought Red Rock was gonna win the game. With that being said, let's take it over to just the list. I got no more use for this guy. Well, there you have it, gang. We got to. I feel like we mainly went against like UP Luffy, Nami, Katakuri, you know, OP11 stuff, right? I feel like everything was firing on all cylinders, kind of deal. I really liked having this suite right here. Sanji's, well, we played a couple of games without Sanji's, right? I know we were kind of messing with this before we went in, and we're kind of coming back. But yeah, I think that the mainstays need to be this. So let's bring it back over to our future list, right? Or maybe present, because I'm putting this video out on, I'm recording it on the 5th, putting it out on the 6th, right? So if you're watching this today and it's Friday the 6th and you're thinking about underage drinking with Luffy, this is what I would do. Okay, so we got 58 here. There's a world where you get rid of this. Well, we don't need that many. We don't need that many of this. What, our Frankie was hooping for us? We didn't even have. We had Frankie in the list. We had Frankie in the list. That list was incorrect. I apologize. We did have Frankie in the list. And that's the thing. This could work. I like Frankie too, though. I like Frankie too. I like Frankie as at 3 because we get to set up, we get to draw, we get to figure our shit out. This could be cool. Let's just pretend we're gonna rock with Frankie for right now. Let's rock with Frankie. Okay, so we would get rid of we would have 3 there. Get rid of that. We got 4 cards to get rid of. That's tough. 4, 8. Yeah, we don't need this anymore. We don't need it anymore. We've got 4, 8, 12 cards that 4, 8, 12 2Ks. We've got 4, 8, 12 cards that ramp. 4, 6, 10, 14, 17, 20, 23 bricks. 23 bricks out excluding that one. This would trash a brick, draw 2 cards. This trashes a brick, draws 2 cards. This offsets it. And with that, we have a fairly we got rush. We got 3, 6, 10 cards that rush. Mainly in the mid to late game. So yeah, I'm gonna be putting it together. I gotta play with it still. I still gotta actually play some games. But I really like I like the idea of having 12 2Ks. Or excuse me. Well, yeah, 12 2Ks, but 12 cards that ramp going first or second. Going first or second, 12 cards that ramp. I think that's incredible. We got these for the pops. You know, maybe we lean into other things and don't even worry about KOing, which I think would be a mistake. But yeah, I definitely want to hear from you guys on this one. But our turn 1 play is going to be Maria, Nico Robin, or Zoro. That's crazy. Or turn 2. That's crazy. Going first or second, 12 cards that are rampas, right? And then at the end of it, when they're done, 8 of them are 2Ks. We love that. Turn 4. We're looking to place, if we got Black Maria especially, but we're looking to get Sanji Pudding out there, play Black Maria, ramp again. Turn 5 at some point or whatever, we can play out Luffy. Great. As soon as we get Luffy out there, we're 7K body for the rest of the turn. Sometimes we might even want to play Luffy out then. You know what I mean? We can still activate his ability. He won't make us a 7K body because our opponent won't have 5 or more Dawn if we play him on curb. But he will be played out for 5, which is still great. And then we can attach 1 Dawn to our leader and swing. And now he is a 7K for 7. 7 calls for 7, played on turn 3, which is really tough for them to deal with. Then we play Sanji Pudding. Then we swing with Luffy. And then we keep it moving, right? or we have him out here. We play Douglas Bullet, and then we play Sanji Pudding, and then you know what I'm saying? Like we're doing our thing either way. Because if we play Douglas Bullet out instead of Sanji Pudding the turn after Luffy, or whatever the fuck, then we still get to use Luffy's ability. Swing. We've played out Bullet while we still have one active. It's going to change things. It's going to change things entirely. After that, once we get to 9, we're definitely looking at Big Luffy and Kaido or Bullet. But yeah, it's going to change a lot of things, gang. It's going to change a lot of things. But that's another story. I'm no storyteller. With that in mind, gang, happy hunting for your starter deck 26. This is, dude, smash that like button, finger pop the subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in the comments, let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you be doing differently. There's also a world, just because Douglas Bullet helps you win, but so does this one. This one also helps you win in the Blackbeard. You know what I'm saying? So, just saying. But anyhow, that's going to do it for this one, gang. This has been Morado Music with 3-piece TCG. Boo. Boo. Big Beard Pirates TCG. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Stuck up in it, stuck up in it. Stuck in it, stuck in it. I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change. I said I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could.